There is something about film, not just movies, but film, that feels like a memory itself. The soft grain, the flicker, the imperfect colors. In an age where everything is ultra sharp, ultra stable, and digitally perfect, we find ourselves longing for imperfection. I will show you in 5 steps how to bring your footage into a film look in Premiere Pro. After that, I'll compare our recipe to the product Dehancer that uses special algorithms to simulate the film look. Number 1. Soft contrast. Film doesn't have super dark blacks or blown out whites. The image looks more smooth and gentle. And to achieve this soft contrast look, we're here in Premiere Pro, and I've already put our footage into Rec 709. We're just gonna pull down our highlights and pull up our blacks, a bit more shadows, and that's it. Number 2, color pattern. Film colors are very special. The skin tones look more warm, the blues turn a little teal, and everything blends in just more nicely than digital. This is how I do it. I go into Creative and choose this LUT, Fuji F125 Codec 2393. Now we have a foundation to work with. Now I go into basic corrections again. I get a bit more warmth in there and a green tint. So this looks already pretty good, but now we need some more character. Number 3, grain. Film grain is that tiny texture you see moving on the image. It's really easy to replicate it. You just go into Effects and search for grain. Then there's this noise effect and you put it over our footage. I like to do just 25%. Now we can see it adds a bit more character into the image. Number 4, bloom. Bloom is that soft glow you see around bright lights, like lamps, windows, or the sun. To get that, we have to create an adjustment layer first. So we go into our project folder and then click on new item and choose our adjustment layer. Then we drag it over our footage, go into effects and search for Gaussian blur. Drag it over adjustment layer, and there you can see we can add some blurriness over the picture. I like to do 5%. So you can see there's a bit more blurriness in the picture, and use the blend mode on lighten. So only the highlights are getting blown out. Haliation. Haliation is a red or orange glow around bright spots, and this adds a lot of character into our image. For the most people, this is the most interesting part about film. To replicate that, we go into our colors again, and then into curves, and we're gonna drop down our blues and our greens. And there we're left with red. As you can see, if we get rid of the adjustment layer, it adds a bit more character. We can actually get a bit more blurriness with the red together on 7. And now it's a bit too red in my opinion, so I'm gonna add a bit more green in the image. Right about here. And maybe a bit more warmth. I haven't even touched the color wheels, but I honestly think this is good enough. It has a really nice character. And now we're going to compare this to the plugin Dehancer. So we're gonna get rid of everything here. And here we are left with our log footage. And now you just go into effects and search for Dehancer. Put it over our footage and choose our camera. It's an A7 IV. And this looks already pretty good. I like to get more warmth in here and get our exposure a bit down because it's a bit too much. That's about it. So now we already have our soft contrast and color pattern. We don't need to do that much. We can check film grain is already on. so that's good. And we're only left with Haliation. We can turn it on here. And that's about it. So you can see Dehancer is a pretty easy tool to use. And compared to our workflow with the Premiere Pro effects that are free, it saves so much time. We can see there's not much of a big difference. The overall image looks pretty much the same as long as we don't go into the details. Let me show you what I mean with this. So for example, if we go into the details of this image, you can see the grain is like pretty similar all over the image, and the haliation is all over the edges of every object. But if we go into Dehancer, we can see there are different light on the image of the film behaves different on every part of an object. So you cannot really put on every edge haliation. That's not how film behaves. So that's why Dehancer uses a better algorithm for this haliation and makes it more realistic about the grain. You can really see the grain just looks more natural because there are differences in each part of the grain. But if we go into our free image, we can see it all looks the same. Also, the details in this picture, it looks more nostalgic to me than in our image. You can definitely tell that was shot on a digital camera. So what is better now? I think it really depends what you're doing. If you want to go deeper into color theory and you want to experiment with color grading and want to understand the film look, I would definitely recommend trying out the film look by yourself. Definitely as a beginner, it's also good to just experiment. I would definitely see myself there as well because I don't really know what I'm doing. But if you're just sick of editing and you just want to have a great image and with a lot of time saving, then Dehancer is a really great option. It is crazy how much time you save and how easy it is to just put it on your footage and it looks good. But the price is pretty expensive, to be honest. So I would think about it. And if you really want to buy this tool, you can get 10% off with the code JesusLovesYou316. I would really appreciate it if you want to use it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and let me know if you have any questions. And also if you want to have more tutorials. See ya.